Omoyele Sowore should start from becoming the governor of Ondo State, or he should become the chairman of his local government area, or even a councillor in his ward. Many Nigerians have said Omoyele Sowore must do this in order to gather political experience before they can take him seriously. Some have also said that he should become the chairman of the EFCC so he can fight crime for a corrupt president, or that he should go to the Senate because he is vocal. Now, the establishment and other Nigerians who push such rhetorics would prefer Omoyele Sowore to be in any other position aside the presidency, because they know that in these positions, Omoyele Sowore cannot make nearly as much impact as he would make when he becomes the president. Now, the establishment would love Omoyele Sowore in the Senate so they can give him the treatment they gave to Senator Nengi when he exposed the budget padding, which amounted to 3.7 trillion naira in the 2024 budget.
And I also said, in the course of our perusing the budget, which Onanuga seems to have dwelt on, I say we have established beyond reasonable doubt about 25 trillion so far has nexus in the budget. That means there is money, and then there is project, and then there is location. Money, project, location. But we are yet to ascertain 3 trillion of that budget. We have established the 3 trillion in the budget. We have not established its location and the place.
If we want to go into those issues, all of us are culpable. Some senators here, so-called senior senators, got 500 million each. I am a ranking senator, I didn't get. Did I go to the press?
Those in support of the suspension for 3 months say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the distinguished Senator Tingi is hereby suspended for 3 months from all activities connected with the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, distinguished colleagues, I stand to move that the Senate reverse to plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so move.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, I second the motion that Chairman, the Senate reverse to plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so second.
Senator Ningi was suspended from the House for making this revelation that 3.7 trillion naira was spent on budget padding. Simply means that this money is overblown into the budget or incorporated into the budget and serves no purpose for projects or anything that would be of benefit to the common man, but this money would rather be shared by a few. Now, to put it in context, from June 2022 to June 2023, the Nigerian government budgeted 3 trillion naira for fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy, which it says it can no longer afford. For a year period, it budgeted 3 trillion naira for fuel subsidy. And it said it can no longer afford it, but now they are spending 3.7 trillion naira for budget padding, money that would be shared by a few persons. Now, as a lone voice in the Nigerian Senate, Omoyele Sowore would be isolated and given the Ningi treatment. In fact, for years he would be on the Senate. He would be virtually useless because most of the time he would be suspended, knowing Sowore is very vocal.
In canvassing for the death of this bill, don't let us make the fundamental mistake of pointing government in the direction of other draconian laws that are outdated in our books. It is important for everybody to know that the Nigerian constitution itself is outdated. It wasn't made by the Nigerian people. It wasn't made for the Nigerian people. We should be talking about how to fix our constitution through a referendum. Because if we have a constitution that is made for the people and by the people, there is no way, like the South Africans have after apartheid, that will have a bill like this standing at the people's building here in Abuja, it would never have been considered. And it would mean that some of the people who have this kind of outdated ideas would never have made it to even our Senate. That is the truth. The final thing I want to say is that this bill is dead. We are here to bury it.
Another reason many Nigerians want Omoyele Sowore to start from the local, state, or even go to the Senate rather than be on the presidential race is because they want to vote for the lesser evil of their choice with their full chest. By this, I mean that many Nigerians do not have an excuse not to vote for someone like Omoyele Sowore as president because he is overqualified, he is consistent, he is competent, his ideas are second to none. They know this. But because they want to vote for the lesser evil of their choice, they want him distracted, out of the way, out of the presidency race, so they can focus on their lesser evil. But Omoyele Sowore is years ahead of them. Since 2018, Omoyele Sowore has said that the bicameral legislature being run in Nigeria is a waste. There's no need for us having a Senate and an House of Rep. So how do you expect a man who is advocating for abolishment of the Senate to go to that same Senate, which he sees as wasteful? Today, after the news of Senator Ningi, Omoyele Sowore tweeted about his views on the bicameral legislation. He said it in 2018, he said it in 2019, he said it in 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, and he is still saying it in 2024 that the Senate needs to be scrapped. There just needs to be one house with about 100 members who are working part time. This is how you cut the cost of governance.
If you ask me, we'll abolish the Senate. Because we don't need a bicameral legislative arm. We can't afford it. But that means that we change our constitution. And I've always said that those who are asking for restructuring are also asking for a lot of things to change in the constitution. So as soon as we win, we go to a constitutional conference where we change the Nigerian constitution and let it pass through a referendum. And let Nigerians adopt a real constitution. Because the constitution as it is now is a fraudulent document created by the military. We didn't create it, but they put our name there and our signature. We, the people of Nigeria. We're not there when they created this fraudulent constitution.
Omoyele Sowore has been saying it. So you don't expect this man to become distracted by the rhetorics of him going to Senate, where he knows he will not achieve much when he has already made up his mind to go on for the presidency.
If I'd stayed in Ondo State as a governor and the president of Nigeria is an idiot, he will kill your idea of trying to develop Ondo State. Some of the greatest leaders in the world didn't have to go to a local government or a state government to make them work. They govern nations. Those states govern. More. But you want the worst to get the best positions in your country, and that's why you are here.
Fortunately, the truth has no expiring dates, and for 5 years, Omoyele Sowore has consistently been saying the truth. Even if it takes 20 years, again and again, Omoyele Sowore's ideas turns out to be the best. Omoyele Sowore has proposed a systemic change, a revolutionary change, a total overhaul of the system, and he's gunning for the presidency in that change. If you insist on the Senate, why don't you yourself go for the Senate? After all, you are better than those who we currently have there. If money is the problem, Omoyele Sowore has gone as far as creating a party where the senatorial form is free. So what is stopping you? Why Omoyele Sowore is going for the presidency? You go for the Senate, and together we can make that systemic revolutionary change we need in Nigeria.